Hello, I am Vibhu and I am one of the executive editors of the Fifth Estate. I am here with Nithin, who is standing for the position of Co-Curricular Affairs Secretary, and if you're ready, we'll start your interview. Okay, so the first question is, what do you perceive as the reason for the existing gender disparity in C5's competitive teams, and how do you intend to address it?
So basically, this is not the disparity is not just existing in C5 competitive teams. This has actually been very rampant in the whole of the co-curricular sphere. So the reason why I'm thinking is basically is because there are two sets, people are having a different interest. So the thing is women, if you see, there are more in cultural sphere. Even if you see the ratio in all the teams, this is in cultural side as well as technical side, we can see a clear difference. So it's more of the interest what they are doing. It's not they are not able to pull it off or something. It's more of the interest and what is the future plans they have for what is going to be continued. So the plan right now which I'm having is actually to start from the base where we change the interest of what's happening. So my plan is actually to have a women specific event where it will be part of TechSoc, and we'll be having more networking sessions with the women in authority, like maybe Shastra course, ESL course, or C5 team members who are actually women who are in a good stage right now. So they'll be giving a lot of sessions. So because of this, there will be a rampant change in how people are being interested changed, and depending on that, we'll be able to increase the number of people.
For your second question, inter-hostel competitions like LitSoc and Schroeter often have a lot more fanfare than TechSoc, even though IITM is primarily a technological institute. Do you see this as a failure in publicity or in organization, and how do you intend to address it?
So yes, as you stated, LitSoc and Schroeter have more fanfare than generally what is followed in TechSoc. This again, the reason comes up, the reason is that it's not just because we are, the main reason is because we are part of Inter-Hostel technology. So all the technology needs which are covered is actually covered in what courses we are doing and everything. So having new achievements in TechSoc, even when it's not in a more of a bigger scale, it doesn't add much value to the resume or importance to what they are doing as a whole. So this is the reason why Schroeter and LitSoc is getting more because it will have as an extra curricular activity for them. So that to bring the change, there is no issue with the publicity right now. One of the things what I will be trying to address is basically to add more events which will be recurring every year. So there will be a fan following for that particular event where the seniors will be saying the juniors to follow. So this will be one of the major things, and there will be also a cup where we will be integrating LitSoc and TechSoc, so that there will be even more people together, so that we will be able to address all the events together. This will be helping in people to uniformly participate in LitSoc as well as TechSoc.
For your third question, in what ways do you think various teams within the co-curricular sphere can work together, or even with teams in other spheres, to achieve common goals? Can you provide some examples?
So basically, there is a pipeline which is followed inside the co-curricular sphere, where we start the basic knowledge within TechSoc, and depending on how it's going, if you want to strengthen the project more, we go into C5, but if you want to go for more into competition, we go to Shastra. And depending on how it works, if you want, the CSL works as the connection between technology and entrepreneurship, where we learn the basics of entrepreneurship and proceed to Nirman. So this is the pipeline having. So currently there will be a lot of things going on. So here the examples of what innovation or for them to achieve together to achieve a common goal will be more of a connection between the entrepreneurship and technical. So there will be a lot of events where we will be including some tracks and idea storm, where people in C5 can be able to directly go into Nirman through an event through ESL. This is one of the major bridging we can try to do, and inside there are a lot of collaborations already possible and happening, where C5 uses workshops from Shastra uses workshops from C5 to do it. And one more thing what we can do is we can actually have a connect with IR, where we can get people from alumni to come and explore what they have done till now, so that they can increase the motive behind working in tech sphere.
For your fourth question, this is moving on to your manifesto questions. How do you plan to cap off or select the students who get to learn via industrial visits as mentioned in your manifesto?
So basically this depends on the deal what we're getting. So basically one of my points in my manifesto is to actually create a sponsorship team which will be actually helping in getting the industrial visits possible. So depending on what we are getting and the budget we are allotting from Stack for the industrial visit, the team will be decided. Once the team size is decided, we will try to as much as possible to take all the team members or project members in that particular field to be able to go there. But if we have any constraint in that, there will be a points table which will be created from the start of the tenure. From the session where we are taking them into the training, where they go for the summer school and everything, till the amount of effort they put in project, the club head and the strats will be putting a points table so that people will know who is having a higher percentage. If that case arises where we are not able to take all the people in, this points table will be used to select the top people, and they will be taken to the industry visits.
For your final question, your proposal for a training program for first year students states that they would be evaluated for a period of 3 to 5 months by project members, after which a few of them will be selected. How feasible is it for a student to commit time to participate in multiple such programs during the semester while he or she is still trying to discover their interest, with the possibility that they don't end up making it anywhere after all the effort?
So the whole program is in the basis based on that the freshies of next year will be coming in the month of August. From August to October, people will be going to all the orientation, not just co-curricular sphere. They'll be trying out all the things. And depending on that, post exams in November ending, we'll be having a small test or some selection process where we select few peer trainees in the team. And the thing is, they won't be working in the project or anything for C5 Open House, but they'll be learning the basics of each of the club which they have attained to. As we know, the work for C5 is actually very high already. They'll be taking few time in between their schedule to actually train. So it won't like a very rampant schedule like we'll be having 2 to 3 hour session every day. It'll be like a 1 or 2 hour session every week. And we can collaborate with all the C5 clubs so that we can make sure at least the time in between there is not clashing. So as a student, I feel people will be trying to go for maximum 3 to 5 clubs. And even with that, they can still try to go for other spheres like cultural sphere and all other spheres. They can try it out in institute. So this will be a better way where we can also have a collaboration with all other secretaries where we have the schedule ready for their thing. And as this is happening during their vacation time, this will be more feasible is what I am assuming.